Breaking news for you. Breaking news from Ethiopia about war, about preparations for war. I have done several videos in the last few days. I have been sharing verified information with you, which I am getting from multiple sources. The purpose of making these videos is that viewers should be fully updated, and all of us should do what we can to avert a war. This video contains exclusive information which I got 2 days ago. 48 hours ago, I talked to a few people. They confirmed this information, piece of information. Still, I waited. I wanted to confirm more. Just a few minutes ago, Joar tweeted about it. Confirmation for me complete. Not because Joar tweeted, but earlier in the day today, I talked to more people and everyone confirmed that such activities happened in Oromia, in Amhara, pointing towards war preparation by the Ethiopian government. So what happened? What happened on Monday and Tuesday in Oromia? What happened on Thursday and Friday in the Amhara region? I have details for you in this video. Prosperity Party, ruling party, Ethiopian federal government held meetings attended by all the government employees. The meetings were held on Monday and Tuesday in Oromia, and on Friday and Thursday and Friday in the Amhara region. Government employees were briefed about geopolitics. This briefing is very interesting, by the way. If you remember not last year, a few months ago, government employees were sent for military training. Did a video on that. I questioned that move. I said they were being prepared for something big. I mean, why is that everyone in the government, those in revenue department, education department, energy department, are being sent to military camps for training? That does not make sense. And now everyone is being briefed about geopolitics, about Assab, about 6 Ethiopian enemies. What happened at these meetings? Well, Prosperity Party cadres, government employees, all were directed to attend these meetings. Participants, the government employees, PP cadres were briefed about government's plan of war. It was said at these meetings in Oromia, in Amhara, that Ethiopia is faced with 6 enemies, 3 from inside and the 3 from outside. Internal enemies are Oromo Liberation Army, Fano fighters, and Tigray People Liberation Front. External enemies, Eritrea, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. It was said that Ethiopia has recorded immense gains and progress in the last few years. And these internal, external enemies, they want to push Ethiopia back. They want to stop this progress. They're aligning. That is why Ethiopia will have to take action against these enemies, because there are hindrances Ethiopian march towards prosperity and progress. So this narrative is being built. The strategy which was shared at the meetings by military, by the government, is that Ola Fano obviously will have to be handled through direct operations, but divisions should be created, while Eritrea and TPLF should be directly crushed. Eritrea and TPLF should be directly taken on and crushed. The participants were told that Ethiopia needs access to Assab. Assab was mentioned. Multiple sources confirm that Assab was mentioned at these meetings. After crushing internal enemies and external enemies, Ethiopian forces will march towards Assab. And once Ethiopia takes control of Assab, that will usher in an era of prosperity, development, and progress. Ethiopian economy will be a huge beneficiary if Ethiopia gains access to Assab port. Why are government employees being briefed about war for Assab? Basically, it's war for Assab, about which the Ethiopian government is taking employees into confidence. Well, firstly, we know that opposition politicians based abroad, like Joe or others, they have been trying to incite an uprising in Ethiopia. They have been asking, they've been contacting teachers, doctors, others to protest against the government. Government does not want anyone to protest. So government wants people to now focus on war. Government would not allow people to protest. Before there are any signs of public uprising against the government could start an armed conflict inside and outside Ethiopia. Firstly. Secondly, yes, Prosperity Party is seriously considering waging war. I did a live chat a few days ago. Live chat is pinned on My Vision News. When you open My Vision News, the first video that you see pinned is that live chat. In that live chat, I broke the news of Prosperity Party, PM Abiy's plan for waging war on Eritrea, on TPLF. And whatever is happening after that, after this video, show there are serious problems. There are visible signs. And this is the time to avert a war. This is the time, I'm again saying, this is the time to avert a war. All signs are there now. What is needed is intervention. What is needed is unity against war. These civil servants cannot say no to the government. I mean, can they oppose the government? Can they say, we don't want more war? We don't want any war for Assab. We don't want any war against TPLF. Can they say that? They cannot. If they say all that, they'll be fired. But someone will have to say no. Someone will have to say no. Either the military or the people or the politicians or the political parties or the religious leaders, someone will have to come out and say no to war in Ethiopia. Instead of comparing Ethiopian and Eritrean military capabilities, instead of comparing Tigray Defense Forces, ENDF, people should say no to war. Gradually, an atmosphere of conflict is being created. Gradually, we are seeing that. PM Abiy visiting drone manufacturing factories. PM Abiy visiting Ethiopian Air Force headquarters, meeting generals, PP briefing government employees about war for Assab. All that is indicative of ruling parties' plan to invade Eritrea, to wage war against TPLF. The other side is not sitting idle, by the way. It takes two to tango, I always say. Don't say that Eritrea is not preparing for war. We cannot say that TPLF does not want war. All are to blame. No one has made any genuine effort to find a solution to problems. Rather, all in power, in Tigray, in Addis, in Asmara, they want to protect their vested interests. They don't care if people die, if war erupts, and if people die, it does not matter for them. People will suffer. Someone will have to say no to this imminent war. Thanks for watching.